Struggling with debt? Bills, loans, credit cards? Need a way out? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. Free, impartial advice on all your debt matters.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. Delighted to be joined by a very tired Chantelle Cameron. You've had your little cat nap and I've woke you up, so I do apologise for that. I'm sorry, Chantelle.
It was a good nap as well.
Were you dreaming about winning a world title?
Exactly that.
No,
In fashion.
Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about it then. I mean, finally you've got your opportunity to fight for a world title. Before we talk about the fight itself and Adriana Araujo, I hope that's how I pronounce her name correctly there. How are you feeling right now, knowing that you're going to fight for a world title?
Amazing, yeah. I've been training really hard. Jamie and Nigel have been giving me like everything I needed really. So I'm mentally in a very good place and physically in a good place. Couldn't ask for anything better really. I wouldn't change anything. So yeah, everything's amazing. So it's all good. Just got to win now.
That's it. You've just got to win. Well, let's talk about, is it Adriana Araujo? Is that right? Araujo? You know how to pronounce her surname? Because I'm having difficulty.
Yeah.
How is it? Araujo. Right. Adriana, I mean, what do you know of her? She's 6-0, she's undefeated. I mean, there's probably a little tape on her. So you're really going up against somebody that you probably don't know much of. But
I remember from the amateurs. So obviously amateurs and pros are completely different.
yeah.
But I can remember from the amateurs. Obviously, we was both on the same amateur scene. We never come across each other, which is a bit weird, especially when I was on it for 8 years. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she's good. She's tough. It's going to be a tough test. She's game. She's strong. So I'm looking forward to it. But I just think I'm a little bit fitter. I'm a little bit fresher, and maybe I'm a little bit more hungrier. I've had a long wait for this world title shot, and I'm not gonna be letting it slide out of my hands. I'm not there to fight. I'm there to win.
The thing is as well, like she hasn't fought outside of Brazil as a professional. Do you know what I mean? Do you think that's going to help you out a wee bit? The fact that she's fighting.
She hasn't fought out of Brazil.
Yeah, she's coming to the UK to fight you. Do you think that will benefit you? That give you that way extra sort of percentage in helping you win that world title? Like the fact that she's coming over to fight you?
No, because from the amateur, she's obviously very experienced, where she has travelled the world fighting, and I think that's the thing with when you have box for your country, you are used to travelling everywhere and fighting different opposition. So I know she's got a good pedigree. She's like me really. We've both got that pedigree of being in tournaments where you're fighting in different countries, you're fighting so many different styles. So yeah, she's gonna be I don't think it really matters that she's coming out of Brazil.
Things as well, it's a WBC belt you're fighting for. I mean, every fighter, most people think that that's probably the most prestigious belt when it comes to the world titles, WBC. So how elated are you about that as well?
Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, obviously, WBC is like the belt that everybody wants, and for me, it's I want to win this belt, and then I want to move on and go box the champions for their belts, the WBA, IBF, all of them as well. Like I feel like I'm a woman on a mission.
Well, let's talk about then, like the other champions. I think that the WBO is Mary McGee in America, and Leonardo, I think has she not won one back? She won the IBF back, I think. Leonardo. Did
you say Christina?
Yeah.
Yeah, she won it back.
Yeah,
she won it back. Yeah.
So again, like all going well for you in October. I mean, are you looking to just no warm-up fights or straight to unifications?
Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes to plan. I'll get the win in October, and then like don't see the point in having any warm-up fights. Just get me in there fighting the champions. Don't think with this what's happened this year with Corona. I kind of think, what is the point waiting around? It's almost a year's been wasted. I feel like I'm playing catch up now. So I'd rather just get straight in there. I need to focus on Adriana because she's going to come and she's going to give me a test and she's going to be a handful. So I need to get past her, and God willing, I get past her, then I'm going to move on.
You mentioned there that it will almost be a year that you had been out the ring. I think it was November last year. I mean, we know that you spar hundreds of rounds and whatnot, and you're training like with Jamie Moore and Nigel and stuff like that. You're training hard, but in the fight game, it's when you actually step through them ropes to fight, it's a different game. You're not going to see any ring rust from you, are you? You're ready, you're prepared and ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, like I'm prepared now. To be fair, I'm hungry as well. I'm really hungry. I feel like I'm itching to go. I feel like a caged animal now. I'm just ready to just get in there and start throwing my fist about. So it's been a long wait, and I just can't wait to get back in there. And hopefully there will be no more delays.
Are you going to go out there and sort of stamp your authority in the one super lightweight division? I mean, it's all good winning the world title. People say winning the world title, no matter how you win it, dirty, by 1 point. But do you feel like, because you're hungrier now and stuff like that, it's been a year that you're out the ring, you've got itchy knuckles, like you said, are you going to go out there and put it on Adriana from the get-go and win that in style, that belt?
100%. It's for me, definitely, it's not about just going out there to win a world title. It's going out there to put on a show. Obviously, I've not fought for Matchroom. I've not ever boxed on Sky before, so it's my first outing on that platform. So I need to go and make a good impression. So the world title was just the icing on the cake, but for me, it's more about my performance and showing people what I can actually do. And I feel like since last year, I feel like I've come on so much more as an actual boxer. I feel like I've got a bit more to my game now, and I feel like I'm hitting harder. So I want to put that on show on October the 4th.
When we spoke about the other champions, I know you're not looking past Adriana, but is there a world champion out there in Christina or Mary or whoever, the WBA champion, forgive me, I don't know who, but is there one in particular that you want to face first to grab that belt?
No, I'm not bothered. Any of them doesn't bother me.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm like, go on, whichever one you want.
If you win that world title, or when you win that world title, you've now got another title you can wave in front of them and say, you want it? Come and get it. You know what I mean? So
people want the WBC, so I'll be like fishing it out. I'll be like, come on, dangling it. Like a carrot, dangling the carrot.
That's it. That's the best way to do it if you want to get these big fights. I've got to ask. It'd be remiss of me not to ask, but you've made it clear you want to fight Katie Taylor. Now, are you going to be sticking around 140 in the super lightweight division? Are you going to be sticking in and around there?
I'm not too sure what the plan is with MTK, Jamie and Eddie, but I want to go back down to lightweight as well, because I feel like I've got both weight divisions to play around in. So I don't want to stick at super lightweight. No, I want to. Obviously, I wouldn't mind fighting Delphine Pursoon as well. I don't know what she's doing now, but I wouldn't mind a match against her. So even though that I want my dreams to become undisputed, but at the same time, I'll see what their plan is with me. But hopefully, I can dabble in both weight divisions.
Well, fingers crossed you can, because like I said, you mentioned it yourself there, that the WBC, you could dangle that like a cat. Do you think you can maybe persuade Delphine Pursoon and Katie Taylor to come up to you and fight for that WBC? And I know Katie's already a two-weight world champion. She's had the WBA, super lightweight, but like you said, the WBC is a lovely belt, and every fighter wants that one. So you think you can dangle that in front of maybe Delphine or Katie and say, come on, let's have a fight for this one?
I think, Delphine said after she boxed Katie that she was more of a super featherweight, didn't she?
Yeah.
So I don't think she'd want to move up to super lightweight. And obviously, Katie's already become two-weight world champion, so I don't think that's going to interest her either.
Well, like I say, I know I hope we're not looking past Adriana, obviously, because she's a tough opponent. I think that Eddie put a tweet out of her smashing the punch cushion with her coach, and she looks quite heavy-handed. She looks heavy-handed, but maybe that was just the room she was in. Sound effects. Echoing sound effects. Exactly. Maybe you should post a video of you punching the punch cushion then. See
Who hits harder? Who's got the best sound?
MTK can put a poll out. Who makes the best sound on the punch cushion? There you go. See.
They should actually.
Well, I'll do it. I'll put it on the IFL one. I don't mind. Like I said, every time we spoke about you becoming world champion, and like I said, you must be over the moon. Have you got like any final things you would like to say to like the people that are going to tune in on Sky Sports with your fight against Adriana?
Firstly, obviously, I'm not complacent with Adriana. She's it's going to be one hell of a fight, and I'm so excited for it. And like I said earlier on in this interview, the world title is the icing on the cake, because I want to be in tough fights. I want to be in fights where people are going to get to see me dig deep, me show what I can do. I feel like I've not really had the opportunity so far in my career to actually show me, like, bite down on my gum shield and dig deep. So I reckon I don't know what's going to happen in this fight, but I'm predicting it is going to be one of them fights. So it's going to be a good watch, definitely. And just thank you to MTK, Eddie Hearn, and Jamie and Nigel, because obviously getting me this world title shot is a dream come true. And so I've not been with MTK and Jamie that long either. And for my first fight for Matchroom and getting me a world title shot is just amazing, ain't it? So mainly just grateful for that, yeah.
No said. Finally, have you got a joke for me?
Yeah, I have actually. Okay.
Oh, but yeah, it's good.
You tell me your joke first.
I don't have one. It was just something. No, well, I don't really have one, but I've just got a story that happened with me and my wife. Like the other day, she asked me for a lipstick, and I gave her a glue stick. She still isn't talking to me. That was terrible. Hey, go on, give me your one.
That's actually funny, that one. Okay. What did the cheese say to itself in the mirror?
What did the what say? What did the what?
The cheese is looking at itself in the mirror. What did it reply back?
I don't know.
Hello me. Hello me.
I like that one. That was good. I'm gonna use that one. Hello me. Right, you won that one. You won. Yours was funnier.
I've been thinking about that one all day as well.
You're laughing at more than anyone. You're still finding it funny. Right, Chantelle. Oh, I'm gonna wait to tell everyone that joke because it was funnier than mine. I'm so happy you got your world title shot, and
thank you.
This interview sticking, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon.
Wicked, thank you.
Yeah.
See you.
Follow me.
Follow me.
Struggling with debt? Bills, loans, credit cards? Need a way out? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. Free, impartial advice on all your debt matters.